What's poppin', and welcome back to another episode of Fletcher the Fisherman, guys. And today, once again, I'm accompanied by my girlfriend Suzanne right here. We're just gonna be going out, trying to figure these fish out. Yesterday, if you watched the last video, we went out, we fished for quite some time until we actually found them. We tried a few different things. We were trying search baits, we were trying bottom baits, and finally at the end, we got on them and just smoked them. It was a ton of fun. I caught 2 fish on 1 crankbait, which was really cool to see. That does not happen too often. I've only had it happen, I don't know, maybe like 5 or 6 times in my entire life. So I was really excited about that. So we're looking for kind of the same thing today, looking for moving bait, looking for fish chasing that bait, and just hopefully we're gonna find them stacked somewhere. And you never know, a big one could come around. The fun in fishing is you never know what you're gonna catch, but hopefully we get ourselves a nice one today. But let me go ahead and jump right into the baits, so let's get to it. I have pretty much the exact same setup as yesterday, but instead of having that worm tied on it first, I have this critter hog, just a little 1/4 ounce Texas rig. I have that on 1 rod. And let me go over here to the other side where my other 3 rods are. If I can get them untangled easily for y'all, I usually do that before I start talking about them, but you know, we're just going with it today. Goodness gracious. Okay, here's our first option over here, and that is this crankbait that we were smacking them on yesterday. This is the Fritz side. It is just a little shallow diving, flat-sided crankbait, great for finesse crankbaiting, just when the fish are a little bit more finicky, doesn't put off as much flash or commotion. And then we have a chatterbait, which is another great search bait option. Can do a little bit of everything with this, can fish fast, slow, on the bottom, crawl it, whatever I want to do with it, I can do. And then our final option over here is I just have a little Chopo, a little plopping style topwater bait if the fish are going to come up, but they haven't been at all, so I doubt I'll use that much at all. But I think, just as I did yesterday, I'm going to get started with this crankbait, because that definitely seems to be the best thing by far. The fish have been eating this thing the best, so let me go ahead and get going with this. Gonna get back. Oh, there's one. Got him. There we go. I was gonna say we're gonna go back in that pocket, but finally got one on the board. Oh, pretty good one too. Solid one. I was waiting for y'all, waiting for a show. That's a solid one right there.
That's a nice bass, isn't it?
Come on in, bud. Well, guys, we had a little show for the first fish. We had a few people passing by on their little wine cruise right there, and we're gonna try to get this sucker out of here. But we've been casting around these cranks for a little bit. I actually switched over to one that dives just slightly deeper, one that goes from, like, the one I had on originally goes about 5 feet, and I saw the bait just hugging the bottom a little bit more today than it was yesterday, so I switched to this bait, which dives around 7 to 8, and I just cannot get a good hold on this hook. Let me see the other one. Got them all, but after about 5 or 10 minutes of switching over to that new crank, finally got myself a nice bite, and can't complain with starting the day like that. A solid 2.5 pounder or so. Let's put them back in and see if there's a few more out here. Did you get a bite? What'd you see? Where at?
Straight ahead.
Oh, got one. Oh, yeah. There we go. Fish number 2. A little bit smaller than that first one. Sue said she saw a splash over there, so figured I'd give it a cast, and sure enough, she was right. There was a bass hanging out, and this guy is freaking out, and now he's got a hook in my dang sweatpants. Gosh dang it. All right, that's nice. This guy's gotta make sure he gets the last laugh over here. Got him out. Now I gotta get the hook out of my sweatpants, but that is our second fish of the day, about a pounder or so. Thank you for the bite there, bud. Now to deal with this. I don't think it's too bad. It should come out pretty easy for me. I had to smash the barb on that treble, but I got it out. Keep on fishing. Hopefully that doesn't cost me a fish. Usually when I say something, that's kind of foreshadowing it happens. So hopefully that, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Oh, I got something.
You got one?
Ah.
That seems like it's pulling pretty good. You got a good one?
I don't know.
It looks like it's pulling pretty good. It was pulling drag. Oh, nice, Suze. There you go.
Is that a big one?
It's a decent one.
Not bad.
Respectable bass. He was pulling some drag. I was like, you might have a good one.
I know. I wasn't expecting that.
Let me get him for you. Yeah, you got a hook in the top of his head. Got it off. And there's your fish. I'll let you put her back on in.
All right, I'll trade you.
There you go.
All right, there she is. That's
What
a pretty good one.
What are you gonna name her?
Oh gosh, Lucy.
Lucy? Lucy
Sounds
the
like a good little name.
There she goes. Good job,
All right,
babe.
Nice.
We should catch some back here. There's a good amount of bait.
Oh, I got one.
You got one?
No.
Did you
I
have?
got a bite.
Nice.
Like last minute, I stopped. I definitely had a bite.
Nice. Do you see the fish?
No. I can never see the fish.
Well, I didn't know if he bit it right at the boat. There's one. Got him. Nice. I told you we'd get a few back here, Suze. That bait was flashing everywhere the second we got back here, and we got ourselves a decent one. Get on in the boat, my dude. Yes, sir. Well, we moved back into another pocket back here. I wanted to come back here and see if there was anything swimming around. And the second we rolled up back here, it looks like there was a ton of bait just kind of up in the area. And I told Suze before I turned the camera on that I figured that we'd probably get a few back here. And her first cast, she had one nibble. And then I think this might have been my first cast. Let's see, my first or like second. I got one right away. So that's a good sign. Hopefully you get a few more back here. Finally got that one out of there. Good gracious. That one took a second. It was kind of wrapped up. Had all kinds of things going on in the corner of his mouth right there. But I'll take that as the third fish of the day. Still looking for that better bite. But we will take these 1 and 2 pounders all day until we find ourselves a big one. Gonna put the crank up for a second. I'm gonna try to do it a little bit of pitching and flipping on some trees out here where the wind was blowing earlier and tends to blow a lot, and where a bunch of bass kind of like to school up on some bait. So there might be a big fish or two just kind of staged up on these waiting for some stuff to swim by. So I'm gonna give it a toss, see if I can't pull anything up. Got one, I think. Unless he's stuck on there. God, I definitely got bit.
I felt a bite on mine.
Did you?
Yeah.
Got one. Oh no, it came off. Shoot. Dang it. He bit instantly too.
Really?
Yeah, I went through it and went donk. Wow, Suze.
Did you see that?
I did see that. That was
Was that
good.
good?
That was good.
I got like 6 ripples.
Reel that one in fast. You're gonna get stuck on that tree if it's not weedless.
What does a weedless mean?
It means the hook is buried into the soft plastic, so. Oh, got one. Got one. Got him out of that tree. Yes, sir. I thought one bit it. I wasn't sure if it was a tree though, but that is the best one of the day so far. Easily. Come here, bud. I was fooled by the other tree because I thought it was a fish, but that one felt the exact same way, and sure enough, we got our best fish of the day. A solid like 3.5, 4-pounder or so. That is a solid one, babe. What you think about that?
Huge.
Yes, sir. Smoked him right there in the top of the jaw. Goodness gracious, man. Hammered the piss out of it too, up in that tree. Yeah, we can weigh him. I don't think he's quite 4, but he's probably like a mid-3. 3 pounds, 2 ounces. Not as big as I thought it was, but we're in the 3-pound range officially today, and that is a great fish right there. I swear that fish looks bigger than 3. I don't know, my eyes must just be deceiving me, but that is a great fish nevertheless. And like I was hoping there'd be a little bit bigger fish hanging out in those trees where they're just kind of waiting for the shad and stuff to come by. And that's exactly where that guy was staged up. There you go, one. Oh, there she goes. She's just kind of stunned a little bit. Well, that turned out to be a pretty fun day. Hopefully y'all enjoyed that. And as promised, guys, I'm gonna be doing a giveaway in this video. So if you want a chance at winning a few packs of some soft plastics and some paddle tails, we got grass pigs and power swimmers, just leave me a comment down below letting me know what your dream fishing destination is. I would love to know where y'all want to go more than anywhere in the world. And also, if you want to, feel free to subscribe, but you don't have to. But hopefully y'all enjoyed today's video, and if you did, make sure you drop a like. But as always, Bassin is a passion. Peace